I did something that almost cost me my life. I believed in a myth called balance. You've heard of find balance between work and home, find balance in your life. Balance implies a seesaw, a playground teeter-totter, a childlike concept where one end is up only because the other end is down. There's the myth. The thought that you can't be an amazing CEO and be an amazing mother. That if you're a remarkable father who's at all of the family events, that you can't also be successful in business. When you accept that thought, you set yourself up for compromise. You set yourself up to compromise your life's goals. You set yourself up to compromise your very dreams. Now, make no mistake, balance alone doesn't cause compromise. Set you up for it, though. What causes compromise is lack of communication. We feel that we can't speak up. It's too dangerous. People won't like us. They'll laugh at us. We'll be ridiculed, or we'll be punished because we dared to have an opinion different than somebody else who's important to us, who's in power over us. Compromise leads to resentment. And I know for me, the resentment that I felt at one point in my life was due to the compromises that I was making. The things that I was doing, I didn't want to do them. I knew I shouldn't do them. That split between action and belief. You believe one way, but you act in another way. And I found a spiral where my self-esteem, because of the resentment, because of my compromises, my self-esteem, well, it just wasn't there. It was a spiral where lack of communication caused increased conflict, which led to me thinking that I'm creating such pain and aggravating my loved ones so much that, well, I must be a horrible person. And that belief that I was a horrible person, those bickering fights that just went on, and there was no peace anywhere at any time. And if I was that horrible person, then my loved ones would be better off if I was gone. In fact, everyone would be better off if I wasn't there. And that led me to plan exactly how I would die. A meticulous, careful plan crafted to make it look exactly like an accident, because I still wanted the life insurance to pay off. Now, there's a spoiler alert. I didn't follow that plan. I slowly, ever so slowly, began to realize that way of thinking was wrong. And I kicked and I fought and I crawled my way out of the darkest period you could ever imagine. And along the way, I realized that balance was harming me. It created more problems than it solved. Then I discovered harmony. I flashed back when I was 16 years old and I was looking down high from the balcony onto the Canadian Opera Orchestra. And the trombones and the clarinets and the drums booming and the harps and the oboes and the piano. And I thought about a barbershop quartet with a baritone and a couple of tenors and a bass all contributing. And the orchestra and the barbershop quartet all had different notes, all had different octaves, all playing at different levels, all contributing, all adding, all happening at the same time, just like all the things happen in your life at the same time. And I found that orchestra and that barbershop quartet made your heart happy and your toes tap. They all had harmony. And I found that when we seek harmony, when we find the right notes, when we find the right words, true communication really occurs. So I want you to join me in striving every day to communicate in the words that people can best hear. And remember, harmony triumphs over balance.